All Hallows Eve, that time of year again when all creatures of the night are unleashed to the world. It's time to return to where it all started. Another year, but the scares continue. Another month, but the fear proceeds to rise. This is the Venom month of horrors 2, Trapped in Time.
No. No. No more. Craig! Where the hell is Craig? Where the Dead Go to Die is a low-budget animated film that was made while the director/writer was high on pot. Good start. And some have actually claimed it's not to be taken seriously, and that it's a dark comedy, but the director himself, Jimmy Screamer Claus, who has his own YouTube channel by the way, actually denied these claims. The film has 3 short stories put together, and the first one was intended as a comedy, but once it was edited he decided to change it to be darker, whereas the rest was never intended to be humorous. So all of those defences, straight out the window. There's not much else to say really. It's somehow got a DVD and Blu-ray release, but everyone hates it and it lives on in internet infamy for being total dog shit. Think I'm exaggerating? Oh boy. Let's take a look at Where the Dead Go to Die. The living room, while this is on. So immediately as soon as you hit play, it already sounds like popcorn is being shoved into the microphone. 4 seconds in. Fantastic. Yeah, because you want to kiss a chainsaw by the end of it. Look, passenger of shit, at least they're self-aware. Alright, enough nitpicking. Let's just take a look at some of this gorgeous animation. Oh my god. It looks like a trial on some free animation software. It looks like I drew them.
Hey, Mom!
What is it, Tommy?
Where did babies come from?
And the voice acting's just as bad. Boy, am I in for a treat.
Well, Hugh, why don't you tell your son where babies come from?
Fucking cunt bitch, stupid my
Because the lady in the well told me.
Hugh, do you hear
What
this?
am I even
He's
watching?
been talking that...
You wanna know about babies, do you? Well, I'll tell you all about babies. Babies come from the mistakes you made as a child.
I can already tell you're giving off a positive message.
Are you sure about this?
So they argue over whose fault it was to have kids, but the lips don't even match their dialogue. Oh well, they send Tommy to school, even though it's nighttime. And that's when the Zool dog from Ghostbusters shows up, called Labby. It simply tells him that the baby in his mother's belly is the Antichrist, and it has to die. Jesus Christ! And this is the comedy one?
Who are you to question it?
Oh, and Labby is supposed to be sent from God. It's his messenger or something. But why the hell would God send a demonic dog with red eyes? And Tommy's voice is so annoying.
I don't know, Labby. Remember that time you told me the devil lived inside the barn?
Babies drink from their mother's breasts, and breasts only have enough of God's milk to feed one baby. Then when the second child comes, the milk becomes tainted.
Oh, awesome! A biology lesson about breastfeeding. This is an educational film. So women's breasts apparently repel men. People are struck by lightning deliberately to be sent to God. Some corpses or something appear. Okay, we are 5 minutes in and I'm already lost. And the dog's voice just sounds like he's having an orgasm on every single word.
One of them took over the baby in your mother's womb.
Please give me some dog food. Oh, it turns me on so. So Labby instructs Tommy to kill his unborn sibling, and I know it shouldn't really be my main concern right now, but 1, who sleeps like that, and 2, where the hell are the covers? Who cares? Labby dives in and literally pulls out the fetus. gonna have a field day censoring this video, aren't I?
Yes.
And why did he even need Tommy just for him to do it himself anyway? Oh well, he then goes and bites his dad's dick, and I'm ashamed of myself for laughing at his reaction.
Oh, you're eating my dick!
Damn it, why?
Why? Why did you do that?
Didn't he tell you that he was gonna do that? Idiot. But then Tommy falls backwards into a trippy visual James Earl Jones face for some reason.
About to be recycled.
Oh, and for anyone who's into like trippy imagery and art house films and you're trying to find, you know, the metaphorical aspect of this imagery, there is none. As in, the director admitted there is none. He just did all these trippy visuals because he thought they looked cool.
Oh, I don't feel so good.
But Tommy proceeds to walk through a dream world of bloody corpses and the movie's desperate attempt of being edgy. Or funny, I have no idea. I mean, this is supposed to be the funny one. He even originally had a laugh track involved, but I don't see what the actual joke is. I can't even call it pretentious. I can't even say the film is trying to be clever because the director admitted that there's no hidden meanings or anything. The film isn't trying to be funny and it's not trying to be clever, so I have no idea what the hell the point of this movie is. I have no idea what it's trying to accomplish.
I guess not.
So he comes across his dad, who claims they're all okay. I mean, I guess it's a little creepy if that's what they're going for, so at least it succeeds there. And then some angry potato screams some heavy metal music for some reason. This is animated! This took time and effort! Hours and hours of effort to animate all of this. It took them 6 months to make this film. To animate this! Wow!
I'm really sorry about what happened.
So we get some more meaningless imagery before a Cyclops with Richard O'Brien's mouth appears and imitates Batman for a bit.
What's the matter, Tommy?
Before he stands by a well, but oh no, my ex-wife shows up and shows Tommy Jesus Christ, but he has no face. How do I even review this? I have no idea what's happening.
What is your greatest wish, Tommy?
This movie erased from our IMDb page.
I'm not a monster, Tommy.
I am Owen Wilson by the sounds of it. Wow.
But Labby comes back to claim that he spoke to God and he agreed to bring his parents back, but for a price. He has to give a sacrifice and he bangs Labby. You know, is it bad that I think that this scene could actually be really funny and it's just delivered poorly? I mean, if it was directed correctly, this could have actually been hilarious. If they had all of this demonic music, all this build up to what this sacrifice could possibly be, and then it cuts to them silently porking with no music, it could have worked. But instead they keep the demonic music, there's maggots all over the corpses, and it's just uncomfortable, which I guess is the point maybe? But then it ruins the comedy, and I love the fact that I don't even know what the point of most of these scenes are.
You think so?
And the most offensive part is that it doesn't even work. It didn't do a damn thing, so the entire scene was pointless. So, this movie sucks. We're 16 minutes in and I've seen a fetus get eaten, a cock get bitten, and a miner fucked a dog. I hate my life.
Could he kill himself?
So Tommy chills by a well while Jesus' head is on fire. I can't believe I'm saying these things. And this is where we enter the second story.
What if being born is like being awoken out of a beautiful dream? Then as time goes on, we become detached from that dream until it's almost impossible to remember it. And as we grow older, we start having negative encounters with death until we not only forget the dream, but we fear it.
Aw, the film's trying to be intelligent and philosophical. After a miner fucking a dog, it's not gonna happen. So he talks about how, as you die, all of your memories leak from your brain, and he's found a way to extract and change them. It's seriously trying to be clever after everything we've seen so far. Can you erase my memory of watching this shit?
Perhaps.
So he meets with a woman for a date, but the animation of them walking looks hilarious. Oh, he actually has fake legs. Never mind.
Get down on your knees. Oh, to my legs.
Why?
And then the fucking smile emoji is in the jungle spying on them. What do we even say to this? How could I stretch this review out, man? So he has visions of the emojis jacking his legs off until he slaps them, which in turn slaps her before he gets a bottle in the throat. She starts to crawl away while this guy's mate, who has worse teeth than me, tells him to let her in for a harvest. Who cares?
I feel like these might be my last moments alive.
I know the feeling!
Why won't you talk to me?
He talked to you like 10 seconds ago. So he literally explains her entire death as he begins to remove her memories.
What?
You know, this could actually be a really interesting and cool idea to develop upon. But no. He just injects her thoughts, has a good cry, and that's about it. He starts to fall to hell, but his smile looks hilarious. And now he's on a giant bunny hand called Scruffles, who get a faceless kid. Some furball dog-headed thing is roaring. This faceless woman smokes some cigarettes somehow. How can you smoke without effect? Why am I questioning this?
There's no turning back now.
And then a woman bones her brother because incest is the hit new thing in cinemas now. You know, I just love how the movie treats everything so casually. Oh, that's just handmade abortion. Oh, that's just bestiality. Oh, that's just incest.
He's watching you.
No one's watching this movie! Except me. Shut up. And every time I think this chapter is gonna end, it just keeps on going. There's some tentacles and a bunch of eyes, blood pouring over bodies. We're edgy and artsy. And more demonic boning. The film is just trying way too hard to be edgy and offensive, and it's embarrassing. It really is. When a film is desperately trying this hard to shock and disgust, it just falls flat. It's like a rebellious 13-year-old who's just discovered the word fuck. And now we've entered an animated Rob Zombie music video before the guy wakes up outside where Darth Maul is watching them. Oh great, Labby is back! Such a groundbreaking story-driven character who is vital to the plot.
The mashed up memories of a whore. She knows.
We get it! You can animate sex! Not very well, but we get that you are particularly proud of the animated sex! And the animated dying babies, but we're 38 minutes in, can you animate a fucking plot?
Because if she can make him feel pain, that means that he still cares.
Jesus Christ, you can't see it, but the woman spreads her legs and her vagina has a baby's face in it. Who greenlit any of this shit? More Scruffles flashbacks. Labby talks more about nothing, then he has a human face. Then this dude gets hit by a car, wakes back up. How long is this chapter? He tries to think positive, but super alien tits decide to put an end to that. There's nothing positive in this!
Johnny, please. We can get help.
You fucking need it!
What do you mean by that?
So they go to a fair where Medusa attacks, and then the dude wakes up still clinging onto the dead bird before attacking the faceless twats. He wants to resurrect her, but mopes around for a bit. We get a lovely reminder of the beautiful dog rape scene from earlier before this chick shows up, hugs him for some reason before he shoots himself.
I don't do that kind of thing.
And then we're back to Tommy again, who gets surrounded by Cyclops bastards. He starts beating up the dead baby. This is such a chore to sit through. It's not offensive, I'm not getting pissed off at how offensive it is, but it's so boring! How do you make a demon dog ripping out a fetus and a boy being forced to bang a dog and faceless things going through hell and all of this stuff? How do you make that boring? It's so dull!
He's right.
Oh well, Tommy burns the house down and somehow carries his parents away to bury them. Meanwhile, some masked dude watches TV with this awful animated dog teaches them about rape, spoofing Sonic Says. Wonderful. And he has a flashback being attacked by an octopus that wasn't eaten by a crazy Korean man, but this couple go to see a doctor about the stillborn baby. If you're confused about what the hell is going on, don't worry, so am I. I'm just trying to do my best to explain it. And failing. I'm just as confused as you.
No, you're not.
It turns out their kid is also having hallucinations. This whole movie is a hallucination! So this kid is called Ralph and his parents actually make him feed his dead brother and is even blamed for his death. And it keeps getting better!
There had to have been another way.
We get a flashback to Ralph liking a girl, so he talks to her deformed father. Actually, I can't even tell if he is deformed or if it's just a bad animation.
What?
Anyway, he sells him a VHS tape. He had the money. How? But that's not important right now.
Yeah, that'll be smooth 50.
And that's enough movie for me for one day. So basically, and it pains me to read this tape is the man's underage daughter being sold as a prostitute to bang people on camera.
She wasn't really crying, boy. She was just acting.
Acting?
Have you ever seen a movie before, boy?
Yes, you should try making one someday.
She was pretending she was crying because you weren't the one fucking her.
And now Ralph beats off to it. Awesome! His dad catches him and... Have you noticed how his beard stays completely still while his mouth just moves?
Remember, it's not just your cock you're jerking off, it's also your brother's, and I refuse to have a faggot for a son.
And that doesn't make any kind of sense. But we cut to him hanging his own daughter by a mask. But don't worry, Labby is back to save the day.
Labby, where am I?
This is death.
I'm not denying that. So Labby explains the girl Sophia's abuse. It's the same girl who grew up to be the leg hand job giver thing from earlier and who died in the guy's arms. But he thinks Ralph is different and he can change and save her. Now, this is actually quite a decent message, but every time they almost get a compliment, they end up screwing it up majorly, so I'll be patient. And then we get this weird as hell minor sex scene with eyeballs and lips. There we go, didn't take long.
Hey, I have an idea.
Good, the script doesn't.
Come here. I want to show you something.
Why my voice is clearly slowed down in post, I have no idea. And then we get, I guess, the closest we're going to get to a happy montage where they kind of just hold things as insects fly around while they give us the world's creepiest smiles.
Don't go. I have to. I'm sorry. Meet me here tomorrow.
Stop slowing down her fucking voice, you are animated! How do you fuck something up as simple as recording a voiceover? Oh well, she kisses him and leaves, but Ralph's parents attack and strangle him. You know what, I got nothing, there's nothing I can even say in this gap! They strangle him, woo! Yeah, what a great scene!
What the fuck is the matter with you?
But Ralph hallucinates to see George Clooney is doing it instead. Doesn't really add up though, they're protective of their stillborn baby but hate Ralph this much. Ah, that's what the movie was missing. Ear rape.
William, do something about it. Make him be better. Teach him a lesson, William.
This better not be going where I think it's going. And then they shoot a horse. Because... why wouldn't you shoot a horse? Oh well, he goes back to Sophia's place anyway before her dad makes him have sex with her on film. The director of this movie has literally made animated child porn. How the hell is he not under investigation?
I love you, Sophia.
Tell Daddy what it feels like.
What's the purpose of any of this? There's no laughs, there's no meaningful metaphors, there's no story, there's no depth, there's nothing. Why does this shit exist? So Dad's audio is suddenly reversed because apparently it's artsy. A woman has her crotch spread wide open because art, before intestines fucking art. And then Animal from the Muppets shows up and you can't understand a damn word he says. More trippy close-ups talking about nothing, and they still, after all of this, dog rape, necrophilia, incest, babies in vaginas, underage fucking on camera, prostitution, ripping fucking fetuses out, biting penises, they still try to get a serious message across!
People tell me I'm beautiful, and everyone desires me. But if they get too close, I end up cutting them with my thorns.
Fuck you!
Do you really think that will work?
So Sophia's dad drops the tape off at Ralph's place, but something's wrong.
I'm proud of you, son. How was it?
Please stop.
Speechless, huh? That's understandable. I know how it is. I've fucked her before. There's no feeling quite like it.
I'm actually going to fucking hurl.
I think you and me need to have have some father-son bonding time. How about next week me and you go over there together and we'll double team her, huh? You know, as a family. We won't even tell your mother. We'll keep it between us.
Yep, there it is! But hey, Ralph kills his dad, so I don't have to, and then he shoots his mum before Sophia's dad commits suicide. Great, can we end it now?
Remember how she wanted to touch him? Remember when she put her finger in his mouth?
Remember when movies had fucking closing credits? But he does cut off his own ear to get rid of the voices.
I did things I didn't think I was capable of doing, and
Wonderful, we don't care about your stupid character arc. Now fucking end! Oh, and when it finally does, it turns out that one of the voice actresses passed away before it came out. Yeah, what a great honor to be represented by. What a great way to tribute a voice actress. Rest in peace, guess what? Dog rape! Where the Dead Go to Die, the worst animated movie ever made, bar none. At least Rapunzel was trying to tell a charming story. Trust me, it failed, but I could see what they were going for. But here, I have no idea, I really don't. The animation is awful, the voice acting is atrocious, there's no story, the concept is disgusting, the music I guess is at least decent, but it's not funny, it's not interesting, it's not edgy, it's a disgrace to the human race and the whole true art of animation and filmmaking as a fucking whole, and the director needs to be committed for literally creating child porn. That's what he did, child porn and incest. What the fuck? What the fuck am I doing?